In today's video, I'm going to answer one of your comments. So you made a video saying you don't usually pre-treat a driveway, and then I watched another video where you said it's important to pre-treat or post-treat a driveway. I wish you'd get it right and stop changing your mind. I'm so confused. I make a lot of videos. I say a lot of things in those videos. I also have to admit that I don't remember everything that I say in every single video, but I do know that we have pre-treated or post-treated as needed for as long as we've been in business. The business was started doing concrete. Now, we weren't always using a lot of bleach or sodium hypochlorite. We were using degreasers because we were doing restaurants, dumpster pads, gas stations, receiving areas, really nasty, really gross, really greasy, and we always pre-treated with an industrial strength degreaser. When we made the switch over to doing more residential and more multifamily work, we understood the importance of utilizing detergents and chemicals to give our customers the best end results. And the best end result is the goal for every single job, for every single customer. But how we get to that goal is not the same for every single customer. And that is why the job determines the process. We have customers that have us come out and clean their properties twice a year. Is it completely necessary? Probably not, but it's what they want and we deliver. We live in a very hot, a very humid environment, which does promote the growth of mold and mildew on pretty much everything everywhere outside. And because of that, we clean a lot of stuff and we make a lot of money. And because of this environment that we live in, we have a percentage of our customer base and they're very particular and they do in fact want us out there twice a year, whether it's needed or not. We've got them set up on the schedule. They get an advanced email notification. We come out, we clean their stuff, we invoice them, and they're absolutely thrilled. Their stuff looks great all year long. And these are perfect examples of when it's not absolutely necessary to do a post-treatment or a pre-treatment on their concrete. But again, this is left up to the technician performing the work to determine the best course of action for that particular job. It's really easy to take things out of context, especially when you're watching older videos. And it's important to understand and remember that as business owners, we have to continually improve. We have to continually educate ourselves. We have to have open minds and we have to understand that we don't know everything. There are scenarios where there is a better way. I've been doing things my own way for a long time, but I'm also open to change. I'm open to suggestions, and I'm always looking for new ways to do things better so we can be more efficient. Look, I've got employees that are on the ground every single day, and these are the guys that take the information that I give, the knowledge, the education that we provide during the training process, and I want them to make it their own. I want them to improve upon it. I want them to become more efficient. But like I said, we do have standard operating procedures. We do have processes, but every job is different. Every surface on every house is different. And there are some houses that are by a marsh. There are some houses that are near woods. Some have trees growing over them. Some don't. All of which have a direct impact on how we tackle each particular job. So I try to give a broad range of knowledge to both my technicians during the training process, as well as on these YouTube videos. And if you want to learn more in depth, if you will, on pretty much every surface that you can clean on a residential property, check this out. We put together the most intensive training the industry has ever seen. Over 6 hours of in-depth training on the best methods for cleaning houses, roofs, driveways, and every other surface you might encounter on a residential job site. How to wash covers, the chemicals to use, how to mix them, the equipment, the best methods to make you the most efficient and profitable you can be. Safety and property protection, specialty chemicals, as well as pro tips, and so much more. We've helped 4,500 students get their ECP certification, which means how to wash delivers and continues to deliver because it's yours to keep and review forever. We've also included an extensive Q&A section in each module, which gives you even more information at your fingertips. How to wash is less than the price of one house wash, so don't wait. Click the link below. Okay, back to the topic at hand, which is pre-treating or post-treating or neither. Regardless of what you decide you're going to do for your business, there are factors that you need to consider that will come into play. I know there are guys out there on the West Coast, in the desert, Arizona, New Mexico, Southern California, and they don't experience the same amount of humidity that we do over here in the Southeast. So they're not fighting the mold and the mildew like we do. So they probably don't have to pre-treat or post-treat like we would here in the Southeast of the United States. But it's important to understand the process and why we do what we do. Bleach is a powerful cleaning agent that can be really, really effective in cleaning concrete surfaces as well as all the other surfaces. And when we mix it with water, bleach creates a solution that helps to break down and remove mold and mildew, algae, dirt, grime, and even other stains from concrete. The primary way that bleach works is by oxidizing organic material, like all of those nasty things that I mentioned above. Basically, bleach kills anything that's living. The bleach solution that we apply to the concrete is normally done with a downstream injector or a soft wash system, but it helps break down down and dissolve the organic materials that are built up. And that just makes things a lot easier, right? It's a hell of a lot easier to rinse away or surface clean and then rinse when you've killed the organics. But the bottom line is using a pre-treatment is going to make your life a lot easier. It's going to make the job go by a lot faster, and you're going to be more efficient. And we all know that efficiency equates directly to profitability. So obviously, in the how to wash training, we cover every different scenario as far as mixing goes for every different surface. But when we use bleach to clean concrete, it's important to mix the bleach with water in the right proportions. When you use too much bleach, you can damage the surrounding vegetation. You can even damage the concrete if it's super strong. And if it's not strong enough, then it's not going to have any impact on what you're trying to clean. And that's not what we want. You're just wasting time and energy and money. A typical bleach solution for cleaning concrete is about 1.5%, which is basically your house wash mix. And it's perfect when you're downstreaming. Now, you can amp it up if you need to. If the concrete's really dirty, you can dial it down if the concrete isn't as dirty and you don't have as much organic buildup. But again, every job is different, and you have to understand what you're dealing with and how to get to those percentages. So understanding your process, your equipment is absolutely critical to your business. Delivering a good final product is the key. That's the end result that we're going for, and that's what we want. But more importantly, that's what our customers want. And if we don't do that, they're going to find somebody that does it the right way. And if you're not doing it the right way, I promise you that myself or somebody like me, your competition in your market, they're going to take your customers every single time if you're doing shit work. So learn to do it the right way. And obviously I'm kidding, but that is the mentality that you have to have if you want to be successful in this business. Do it right every single time. Educate yourself. Know the processes. Know the best methodologies. Don't shortcut yourself. Don't shortcut your business. Don't shortcut your customers, because it will come and it will bite you on your ass. And I see people that do a bad job all the time. You're sitting here watching and you're saying, Mike, I'm always going to do a good job, but not everybody does a good job. Take a walk in any neighborhood, look at the concrete, and it's horrible. I see it all the time. When I'm out running, when I'm out biking, when I'm out walking the dogs, whatever the case is, I see this, and it's absolutely unbelievable that people pay for this type of work. And if you understand how a surface cleaner works, or basically just basic cleaning with any kind of pressure, you understand that inevitably there's going to be some small section that's cleaner than everything else. That is where your surface cleaner is overlapping. That is where your wand got too close to the surface, or you went over it a couple times. I don't care how good you are, there's going to be some overlap. And if you don't pre-treat or post-treat, in a couple months, the mildew, the mold, it's going to start growing back, and it's going to highlight the fact that you didn't do your job properly. You are going to see the stripes. Your customers are going to see the stripes. You're going to see the swirl marks. So are they. You're going to see all the sins of your bad job, and so are your customers, and they aren't going to be happy. Now, they're not going to understand why there are stripes, why there are swirl marks, but they will understand that you didn't do your job. And I hope that this video makes you understand that if you don't do your job, then they're not going to call you back, and your competition is going to get that call, and you're going to lose out on that easy repeat business that we all love. Something else that I rarely talk about, and really should, but we do cover it in depth in How to Wash, is safety. You got to take the proper safety precautions when you're using bleach or any other chemicals when you're out there working. Wear gloves, wear eyewear, make sure that you have a clean water source close in case you have to rinse off in a hurry. The last thing that you want is to get bleach in your eyes or on your skin and have no idea where you can go to rinse it off quickly, right? Your hose is already connected. It's connected to the house. You don't want to be fumbling around with that. And that's why we've got dump valves on every single one of our water tanks. A big old valve, easy to find. You turn it, water starts flowing, you can rinse off, hopefully crisis averted. But always be prepared as far as your safety goes. You can't let that go without having proper attention focused on it, because the last thing you want to do is sacrifice your health, your safety for a couple bucks washing something, right? Don't let it happen to you. So that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope the video helped. I hope I answered that guy's question. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Most of the time you do. But also don't forget that it's okay to let your business evolve. It's okay to open up your mind, accept the fact that you don't know everything, that there are better ways to do things. And with that, thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out Quote IQ. It's on the Apple Store, the Google Play Store. You can also get it on myquoteiq.com. Also, How to Wash if you need training. Thanks again. Have a great day.